Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. Strongly recommended to stay on a sim until you know what you're doing in the future market. All our videos are for
Good
educational.
morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure.
Sorry about that. Um, uh, all our videos for educational purposes, and you're very welcome to follow any of our signal as long as you are on a sim. We are about to have a new signal on the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones. So get ready for that. There is a new signal on the gold buy. And for the ones are new, we have here the first column. You can follow the signal. And then it tells you the buy entry and the target and how many ticks. So it was a little bit chop in the morning when the started around 9:30, and the market is just sitting. Don't forget, it's an FOMC day today, so don't forget it's going to be a little bit clumsy now to start with, and then we will be taking a direction very soon. For the CL traders, it is a very good place to take a short limited entry at 58.28 limited order sell position at 58.28 limited order at 50. The automated trade has taken that trade, but because we have the projection and the support line, so we have a bit problem in here. So we're gonna wait on that. For the ES at the moment, there is no trade. The only trade it is available right now, it is on 68.75 limited order, and we will update you what's going on. The same thing in the forex. You can follow the signal, buy entry, target. Everything is plotted for you on the chart. And then in the same time, we will be covering some of the other automated trade we have, from scalping to swing trading and re-entry. All those other automated we have, we will be covering shortly. We just need to um, get a little situated here, and then we will be start analyzing what's going on in the market. When you hear the sound, sometimes I'm busy. That means there is a new signal somewhere. And on that system, you can use an ATM fully automated, and also as a re-entry. We will cover that as well. We're just waiting on uh, this market start taking direction, and we'll. Right now, there is nothing at the moment on the CL except going around 58.28 limited order. There is a re-entry points here on the Russell and the YM. We're not going to get involved with the re-entry. We have an automated trade for that. But we either have to get a new signal or we have to go back, as an example, for the ES at 29.6875. At the moment, the way the ES is situated, you should not be touching it because the ES is caught between a resistance 65.50 and a support 63.50. So we need to see some kind of breakout from those area, then followed by the 68.25. The market is a bit clumsy to start with, so just relax a little bit. Let's get this market moving before we decide. Now the CL is fixing to break the projection at 58.30. So limited order at 58.28, that will do the trick for the CL limited order. Anyone follow us, it has to be on the sim. We're not responsible for your trade. For announcement to our traders, I have not sent out the new Zone Plus yet, so don't feel like you've been left out or anything, because there is a new update coming in. It could be today or tomorrow. So I decided to wait to give you the newer version and a newer template. So we have not sent out the Zone Plus to the eligible traders, but it will be sent out, could be tomorrow morning. And the minute we get it, we activate the licenses and everything. And the minute we are ready to send out, it will be sent out to the traders. So here is the CL, the one we called. I hope somebody is in that trade. You gotta be careful with 5811, please. Be careful with the 5811, and I'm expecting you can, if we break the 5811 or 12, that's mean. Okay, I hope somebody is on that trade. If we break the 5811 on the CL, then the next target is 57.99, gentlemen. Seems like the market is coming. Probably we're gonna have a new signal. It is extreme area at the moment. Sit on the side with the ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones. Let's see what will happen. But there we go. We took you on the first target. Your second target is 57.98, and then final destination 57.84, gentlemen. 57.84. Okay, we have some really exciting traders today. You are on the CL trade. There we go, Serium. Congratulations, sir. There is a pullback, Serium, and but I got you where I was expecting. There is a pullback, and then uh, we are expecting um, the target keep going down to the 57.84 today. So there is 2-3 of you now, and we will cover it. Get ready, guys. We are about to have a new signal on the Russell, ES, YM, and Nasdaq. So be careful. It's gonna be here on that area here. The Nasdaq is still a little bit long way from home, but we are about to break those levels with the YM and ES. So just hang in there, and then we are going to get a new signal. For the new zone automated trade, um, we have not yet released, and we should release it very soon. It's already on an early ride with the ES, and it is already on a ride with the CL, and this is an early prediction for that automated trade. Is based on Fibs, extreme technical, and actually I'm enjoying for a bigger ride. I'm enjoying the 3 minutes more than the 1 minute, because it is has a less trade and have a big trades on the uh, on the 3 minutes. So this is the only This is I'm using only 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 1 minute, but you're very welcome. We have some traders who still insistent on Renko. That's their business, and range, or you can do whatever you want. But it's not, especially when you develop in something, you will find out one instrument is doing extremely well. As an example, okay, for whoever is on the CL trade, you're doing fine. We took you to the second level, and now the third one is 57.97, final destination 57.83. We have a few traders took it, and this is really good. The As an example, on the signal entry, the best performance was on the Nasdaq. I mean, it's amazing. It's just it is the best. I mean, now it is because the market is clumsy, but it's not unusual to see the Nasdaq with 200 ticks or 125. You see that very often per one contract. But do we have a buy? No, not yet. But for some reason, based on the fibs, um, it's not unusual for the CL to get $800 trade, and today twice hit the 800. So each time you develop something, there is one instrument is going to shine more than the other, and it is doing extremely well on the Nasdaq Dow Jones, and but for some reason the CL is doing excellent on the new Autotrade, and for the ones the we have not sent it out, but when we send it out, you can immediately put it on a micro account, 3 minutes, turn it on, put your ATM, and call it off. Of course, if you like, keep it on a sim for a day or two, and then go live with it. At the moment, there is not much. There is a new signal on the euro dollar, a new signal. The forex, you can follow the new signals on the forex, and the euro dollar is 295.5. Okay, welcome to trading. Okay, so we are coming on the Russell. If you want to buy an entry on the Russell, you can now you can do it at that level at 70, and it seems like the CL, we're out of it. We are out of that trade. How many guys has took that trade, and how many guys they're out of it, please? I need to know if any of you still on the CL trade. I told you this is the second level. It's the 57.98 and final destination 57.84. But we got stopped out on the trading stop. That's fine. But some of you still probably on that trade. That's very fine. So we're done with the CL, and there is a little problem on the Russell. The Russell is okay. Thank you, sir. The Russell have a little struggle on you still on the CL, Ernest? Okay, let me see the CL. Okay, well, we are experiencing pullback. Okay, we still have a few traders on the CL. That's very fine, very good. They're not following me blindly. They have their own decision. I like that. And right now, the CL guys, the ones that still have the trade on the CL, there is a projection at 58.26. That's good, Raymond. Yeah, Raymond, I have not forgot you, sir, but I need to make an update on the plus zone, and then we come into your computer, do all of it in once. On the CL, there is a projection at 58.26, and now the CL is going back to test this one here. And now I got stopped out on the trailing stop, but there is a good potential today to go in all the way to the 57.83 before 12 o'clock. Thank you. No trade on the ES at the moment, and there is no trade on the Nasdaq at the moment. So the market is very choppy, and you need to. Okay, there is a new signal on the British pound, and to 5.1 target 08.5. So you decide what you want to do with that. The Nasdaq, actually, there is a really nice nasty area. There is a 4 resistance line in here. It's making life a bit harder on the Nasdaq. So this is a really, you can see how ugly those charts are today based on the 1 minute. I mean, I don't want the Renko bar because they look nice and clean and they don't make money, is useless. But what I'm saying is, you can see how this market is like a shock wave going up and down. And it was really nasty when the markets opened. It was going left and right. We were doing very fine before 9:30, and then all of a sudden, the market analyzer turned all to red. So right now we are playing back and forth between those area, and the ES is not doing very well. He is getting stuck on the double resistance, and there's a double support. It is a big mess in this area. So this area, gentlemen, on the ES, you cannot trade. You cannot, because uh, uh, Vito said the charts look like him. Okay, so let's let's wait and find a direction, because in those area right now, look how nasty it is between the support, resistance, projection. There is a lot of nasty area in here, and we don't want to dive into nasty area. What we need, a clean area to start taking a short trade, or we need a long area where there is nothing gonna hold this market. As you see here, when we have the entry on the Russell, it fell, and the reason is the ES is not going up. The Nasdaq is not going up. It's sitting on the sideway, and then when the Russell start picking up, it got bump into thick wall at the level at 1505. So there is no more trade on this one. We're gonna put it on the side, and we will be watching. The only things we can do at the moment with the ES is to put in a limited order at 68.75, Nasdaq limited order at 96.75 buy, and then a limited order at 684. So those the only areas are clean to take a long. And right now, what we are getting into a lot of chop business here, and we are not interested in this choppy market. It is a very straightforward to learn when we need to take a trade and when we need to stay away from the trade. So, with all the respect, even um, I will be covering some of the other auto trades we have, uh, and uh, and we will show you um, some of it. Okay, guys, there is a new signal on the Russell sell, 65.55, and now is start the market coming hard and fast. Let's see what we'll have. We have a new signal on the Russell. I don't know if you want to follow the Russell. It's up to you. Or if you want to prefer to wait uh, to see the ES going short, maybe that will be very nice. Which I will prefer to watch to see if we are going to. On the zone CL trade is exactly where we have told you guys we are looking for. And right now, let me show you. We still have two people on the CL. This is where we expected for today. And but if this market going fast, I mean, I don't know. If we are breaking that area 57 today, God knows where we are going with the CL. This is really amazing. Then the next drop is 57.50, isn't it? 57.46. Okay, but this is it. I mean, we broke every line. Um, there is nothing right now on the. We are waiting on the signal. Nasdaq ESYM. On the CL fully automated, the signal, the same one is right there, is fixing to close with that position, and it is. This is the fully automated signal is closing the same position actually. No, I mean there are two different automated. This one here is taking the trade from the signal, and then this one here is taken from the fib lines. So there are two totally different automated trade. And as you see it both on the CL, and there is no movement on the ES at the moment. And this is what happened. Sometimes we have it here, sometimes we have it there. So on this one here is about to close the position on a fully automated trade with the signal, and it is done. It's coming straight to the fib line at 57.58. Let's look at the Nasdaq and the YM ES. There is nothing, guys, on the ES. There is nothing on the. At the moment, the market is stuck with the ES. There is no trade, so please don't get in trouble with the ES Nasdaq Dow Jones. Just stay for a second. Look at this. This is really the most aggravating. If we notice, that's why sometimes it's good to watch a full automated trade. And the bar closed one tick above the target, and now it's gonna close it. That's why I like the ATM. There are two different automated trade. Okay, this one is closed. This one is a base on the signal, but this one here is a base on a fib. And the reason I like ATM, you can do ATM or full automated on the signal, but I like the ATM. Let the auto trade take the trade. Me managing it, it will be. I find it is much more like a day like this. Why I should be an auto trade decide for me on the CL when I can decide my own on the CL. So this is a very nice ride on the CL with the fib lines. And now those guys took the CL, they are saying why I got out, or they are happy, one of them. So extreme chop on the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones. We cannot do anything. Actually, today the only thing is moving is the CL. Well, that's okay. You're happy. Thank you, Ernest. You're out on the CL. That's very good, sir. This is the biggest mistake you do, Sally. I mean, when you get out of a trade, you should not be going back on it. Please don't do that. When you decide to close a position, we're not gonna look back, because when you do that mistake, taking a trade middle of the trend is not good. You know, I mean, it could be, it goes to your direction, but tomorrow it will not. So I do not recommend to exit a trade and then go back in. You're shooting yourself in the foot. So don't do that. We're not gonna look back, because when you, oh God, okay. So also the biggest mistake, we have some bad habits by some fellows I've been with for many years, and they never got rid of this habit that they add contracts. You should not do that either. When you're and if you are in a trade like now, and you're trying to add, this is not good. This is a total disaster trading. Um, Now, the only time you can add, it is a very good basic trick. As an example, um, you've been long enough with us to understand some of the concept. So if we are, as an example, let me get a dark one. Let's say you want to take a trade on the pullback re-entry, which does your new automated been released to you, the re-entry, and you will take, as you see here, the market come back on the pullback setting. So I don't know if this market coming here or going farther down, but 8 out of 10, the trailing stops is a fib line. It's not a trailing stop, actually. It's a floating fib. It's a moving fib. You know, so so I take a trade in here. The first one is 650, and the market did go against me. Then I will take one more. Then I can level out the price to the 645 level. This is a different approach to the market. And we do that very often, especially if you are trading as an example. Um, you are trading as an example a micro account, and you think a fib line is going to hold at 88 level. You put a short trade here, and if this market go higher a little bit, you take one more, and then you take one more here. And this is a different approach, because eventually the market is going to rebound from one of those lines eventually. So by adding on a micro account a sell position here, a sell position here, and a sell position here, I will average somewhere around here. So I'm taking advantage of adding contract and averaging, you know. So this is extremely profitable. And I have an auto trade I never released to the public, and I cannot release it to the public. Is for the DAX. What it does is exactly what I'm saying, is monitoring, and it is especially for the DAX, and I cannot release it, not because I don't want to be nice, but if you don't know what you're doing, you can blow up your account in one day. But what this auto trade does, it comes into this fib line, takes one, and then it goes up to the second line, it takes two, it takes three, and then what it does, cash them all out. So sometimes you have on your hand 3 or 4 trades, but it is meant for the DAX. It's not meant for. It was designed for the DAX, and you cannot release it to the public, because you tell a guy, don't even go live. You don't know what you're doing. He have $2,000. He goes live the second day. So I cannot release it for the safety of the trader. But this principle, it is extremely good, and I'll keep my eye and show it to you. But when you are in a trade like this, and you're adding on it, you're just screwing the whole thing up, you know. And try to do that, and you will find out, if you have 1,500, you're gonna wind up with 1,000. You know, how about, because now it is over for that trade? How about if this market turn around and you just got yourself filled in here? So your profit just eats up. But if I wanted to, I will close one of those, and I will have the CL tick in the opposite direction once it is ready, and then we will talk about that. So, guys, we have not missed anything on the ES. As you see here, it is a chop. I apologize for that. You can see it is going back and forth, and this is nothing but losing trades. By the time you take a trade, the market is going to turn around. And the same story on the NASDAQ, is going between 789 and coming back to the 85 level. And you cannot dive into those trades. You need to sit on the side, waiting on a breakout. It will come out a breakout, and then we will take a trade. I'm not trying, but I don't want to make you dive in this mess here. If you see how messy it is, we need to see a breakout to the downside, at least below the 64.50 or 68.75 before this market start moving. So there is nothing. So that's why today on the scalping is really doing very well, because there is no movement, and it's picking up the small trades. And this is why we are swing trading on the blue charts, and the scalping is just getting those small ticks, but that's very fine. But based on the swing trading, I have nothing to give you at the moment. And as you see, how often we see the market analyzer is in red, but it is in red today, and we're not gonna hide that from anyone. When the market is in red, the market is in red. Period. Finished. Done. You know, it cannot be green every day. So our market analyzer is in red. It was green all day long. It's been green for many days, and today we have it in red. Welcome to trading. Nothing we can do about it. So we're waiting on a breakout, and we need some kind of direction, either long or short. But those area here, whether you are auto trading or manual trading or eyeballing trading or whatever, this is not good. This is not good to trade from those area. So right now the ES is trying to break the 68.25. Still, it is very risky. We have a limited order at 68.75. I strongly recommend today go on the micro account. It is a bit risky on those trades, because this market not moving very well. So the only thing is moving is the CL, the gold not moving. We had this signal on the euro dollar is moving. That's fine. DAX is a flat. Russell is down. CL is very good. 30-year Treasury bond, two takes. You can see it's nothing. Just you see how the ES came down and it got rejected from the 68.25, and we have it at 68.75. Those two takes means a lot to us, and so there we go. We're about to break those level, and the minute we break the 68.75, we're gonna bump into the 69.75. So let's see how this market is going to play us. We have a limited order 68.75 on the ES, and Nasdaq 96.75 limited order buy, and the YM got filled. Okay, but the YM is not going anywhere until we cross the 696. So we will see if we are going to cross those area. Also, we had the limited order on the buy entry. So the YM is not going to cross that until we see the ES. The ES we got filled. And now we need the Nasdaq. If the Nasdaq can break those areas, that will be really perfect. Okay, we're coming to get filled on the Nasdaq. We got filled on the Nasdaq, 96.75. There we go. It's taking off. There is weakness on the Nasdaq. Whoever following those trades, there is a weakness on the Nasdaq, and the YM is extremely strong. ES is strong. There is some weakness on the Nasdaq. I don't know why, but I don't have time to look at it right now. Okay, $280 on that trade with the YM, 150 on the 360. And then, you see, guys, when you are patient and you stay out of the doghouse and stay out of the trouble, it pays off. It just a minute's pay off. A minute's turn your portfolio from red to green. As you see, we've been all morning waiting on those trades and waiting on to get an exit out of those bad area. And once we broke those bad area, as you see how the market immediately spike. What we are looking for in this market, the spike in the top of the trade. It's not to just dive in to a big pile of mud. And this was in here, technically, it is nothing but losing trades. It is nothing but bad trades. So, guys, this is how we need to be patient. And it's not our call to decide when we can go in and you're patient. You can walk away with losing money, or you can walk away with $1,000 in your hand, and it speaks itself. I don't have to say anything. We're about to hit the target. We hit the target now. Targets hit on the YM, and those are automated trade, and we are already. This is it. Done. You crossed the $1,000. That's it. Even if you are on a micro account, you crossed $100, $200. You're done. At the moment, because we are patient, right now on the market analyzer is only one target, one lot, and now it's 178 ticks into the profit based on one target, one lot on the market analyzer. On the charts we use two or one, but here it is on the market analyzer. It's based on one contract, not on two. As you see, folks, on the YM, it's come in exactly to the line. And our reversal are not repaint reversal. Most of the reversals are repaint. This is not a repaint. It came in exactly to the target, to the fib, and to the reversal. What else you need to say, I'm out of here? This one drove you to 500. Now we have a reversal to the fib line. You know what you're waiting for, not cashing in. ES, there is a potential on the ES, but now we have fired the reversals in there, and you walk away with the $300-400 on the. You can walk away easy with $1,000 today on those trades and get it over. If you are on a micro account, that's very fine. You walk away with $200 still $200 a day. That's $50,000 a year, gentlemen. So now the ES is going on the pullback to 297,150. Be careful with that. It's coming to the 2971. The 2971 we've been covering a lot. And this is a true average price. It's nothing like the true average price, So this one here, it is mainly, we added for you on the chart. You don't have to do any calculation. You don't have to do anything, really. Just follow the chart signals. And on this one here, 7150 is a re-entry point. But if you are on that trade here and you're done, you cashed in, you feel like Mr. Sariam here want to jump in and try his luck with a few ticks, okay, fine. Then he can get in on 7150. And And the only time he's gonna learn when he's gonna put his finger in it. And now, if he put the 71 limited order and it made it, then tomorrow he will do it, and then day after, one time he get beat up, one day he win, and then he start developing his own. This is the most important, to develop your own trade, and don't follow anyone. Don't follow anyone. The way I'm looking at the market is totally than the way you are looking at it. So you cannot follow anyone. Just your best deal to save yourself money, stand paying somebody in the room. You're not going to get anything out of it. His results always will be different than your results. Just develop your own style, whatever your blood can handle. I'm giving it to you as is, you know. And this is not to sell stock. And I never, we got our hands full. It's not a sell talk. It's just the way it is, you know. And so also, when we told you to stay out of this mess, and on the ES, um, and if you are using a certain auto trace, you will not have enough money waiting until this market breakout. You will be by now lost a great deal of money on your auto trade. So by just recognizing few steps before we start diving in and get wet, it is very, very important. Uh, there is no way out. There is no way out. You have to look at that chart for a few seconds and say, okay, what is the situation here? This is a very messy. I will wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes before I start my auto trade. 90% of guys start the auto trade, they don't even look at chart. 90%, 90%. They get up in the morning, they turn on the auto trade, and they start looking at the market analyzer. They never stop for 5 minutes to look at the charts to see if is it tradable, not tradable, or should I wait 5, 10 minutes before I turn on the auto trade. 90% of auto traders don't look at the chart. You hear those guys screaming at the end of the day because they did not waste it 5 minutes, 10 minutes before they call it in the morning. Then they pay the price at the end of the day. So if I come in and I see this mess, I will go ahead, wash my car, do my yards, take my son to school, do something, and then go make myself an espresso, talk to my neighbor, whatever, and then 10 minutes later, come back and get in ready to see if this market break out from that area. I am in. And if the market gets stuck, then I'm going to stay out, you know. And this is a very sad point. You see, gentlemen, we told you this is the pullback re-entry on the 2971. That's exactly what happened. The pullback re-entry on the Nasdaq is a way the market now in the Nasdaq is a way above the average price. So if we look at the Nasdaq is 778875. Now the market is a way above that number. If we look at the YM, it is 2681. It is way above the true average price. So the only one is given us clear is the ES is dancing around the true average price, which it is 2971.50. This is the pullback re-entry. All what you see here is those buyers pushing the market and sellers pushing the market, and you are in between getting beat by both of sides. So the market came in exactly to the our fib lines, and then we gave you the signal. You made good money out of it, and now there is nothing but the bad news. And now we are waiting on the ES. If this ES break the 7150, folks, we are going back to the re-entry point again, in the same entry price on the ES is 68.75. You know, so don't think this is the only trade you're gonna have. So by cashing it in, and if this market decide to go back, this is your re-entry point. The first re-entry point on the ES is 71 level right now, 71.50. If this market will break in on the 71.50, then the second trade 68.75. Now this is for you, sir, Sariam. This is where you can take advantage of two trades, add in one at a time. Now, I don't know, I don't know if this 71.50 is going to hold. So let's say we take a trade, Sariam, on the limited order at 71.50, okay? Now, what we do, we take another trade at 69 level, limited order buy. Now, the option is if the 71.50 hold, we are in the run. Look at this. Because sometimes the market play, look, you see? If the market broke the 71.50, come into the 68.75, then we get filled one more. Then where is your average price? Is around 69.75 with a small stop loss on both of them at 68 level. You see? So here is the puzzle right now. When you guys see that, when the market come in on the pullback re-entry, I will take one here and I will take one here. And if as you see, the 71.50 is broken, that is gonna drive your re-entry point. Again, your re-entry point, the same direction, is the same at 93.25. 93.25. This is the re-entry point. I'm sorry, folks. 93 even is okay. 93 even is okay. And on the YM, it is at 691 is a re-entry point. Now we know is for many years, for the last 28 years, the only thing I know is identify trend pullback re-entry. During those 28 years, there's a lot of things come in. And as fast as they come, as fast as they did go out of the window. The only thing stayed for that many years is identify trend, pullback, re-entry. This is the only equation. It's been the longest. And all this banana things comes and goes very fast out of the window. And you see waves of things during those years. And each year is a different hard time. Now, we know that it is a long trend. And we know where is the pullback re-entry. Here is the equation where most of the traders fell into those traps. The ones, if you are trading in ES, whether you are on a Renko bar by now, or you are on a range, takes minutes using ATRs, MACDs, all those black boxes. By now, this market, all of them, they're following the bars and they punting the market down. And this is where most of the retailers, they start hump into short trades. Sometimes they get success, they get 10 ticks, 15 ticks, and then sometimes it goes right back into their face. The problem is, here it is the opposite for what you've been doing for many years. The market is dropping, and when everybody is trying to short out because what they are using is a normal black box indicators, I will be sitting here on a buy order, not on a sell order. So when you are selling, there is a lot of traders they know your track, they know your stop loss, they know your fib lines, they know your time frame. Average for any guy retailer stop loss, the highest of the high is 25 ticks, and it can go all the way down to 5 ticks. This is your average. This is your corner. And then you use the MACDs and ATRs, momentum, and some kind of whatnot. At the end of the day, everything has been redone and redone and overdone with indicators, but they are all based on 10 uh, indicators, and they've been tweaked and tweaked and tweaked and give different looks. In the future trading, you need to rely on prediction, not indicator following the bars. So when everybody is going short, I'm not interested in the short because I don't have confirmation on the short. I only have a long. So I will be sitting here at 68.75 taking a re-entry point when everybody trying to go short. So is this actually the opposite direction? Look at this one, gentlemen. Look at this one. Where we, you know, everything we say is 100% transparent, and you can go back on the video is recorded. And we don't say we said that half an hour ago and you were not paying attention. Everything we say, we claim it and we are responsible for it. This is exactly where we told you the YM is going to rebound. This is where we told you this is the market is going to rebound. And now it is, we told you this is where the ES is going to rebound and there is no short trade. There is no short trade, you know. And this is where most of the traders by now, they'll lower you. When they do that, they'll lower you. And then you start hump in on the wagon. By the time they get to fill up the cup, they throw the cup at you and they throw it at your face. So let's say this our gentleman Serium has put it like what I was telling him, put in 71.50, one trade here and a one trade here. He never got filled up on the second one. He never did. So now he's going the same direction as the others, you know. So trading, folks, trading, it is an art. Trading is an art. You either have it in you or you don't, you know. Folks, we will be taking a 5 minutes of break. I'll be right back. Thank you. Gary, as we said, as we expected, today at 12 o'clock we will get. I don't remember the number exactly, but we hit the target, and we're as I remember, we have said somewhere around 56.87. So there is not much is done. The ES with the CL. Let me show you trade, Gary. By looking why we look at the 1 minute. Why is that? Because if you look at that chart, you see, guys, what we have said. You see, guys, what we have said when everybody jumping on the wagon because they have seen some your MACDs and your ATRs following the market, and that's what happened to you when you lose money because your indicator is following the market, is not predicting anything. Look, Gary, with all the respect, you have 30 years experience on your back. Here is the market movement right there. This is your two lines. As we see here, the market, the farther is from that lines here, the stronger the trend is. As we see right now, the ES is going to touch that number here, right there. And this one is coming here. Once this happen, once they start leveling out together and start hitting each other, the trend is over. And this is a very, if you have the proper amount of money, it is a very good for reversal. Very good. It's not yet cooked on the CL. We still have a little time. It's going to stop somewhere around the 56 level. And as we see here from that chart, Gary, the bars, look, it was very far, and the bars start getting closer to those two moving averages. Now it's going to take a little bit down to the 56.86. It's going to go in a circle by the time this line coming in. And the moving average, the true average price right now is 57.68. Would I take any more trade to the downside? No. Again, if we have to our new traders, you have these two yellow lines here, and those we've been using it for many years, and two yellow lines here. Once this market entered this zone here, the dangerous zone, those two yellow lines, there is no more short trade. This is where you're going to reverse the market. If you are on an ES or YM, this is where you take your chances on your micro account. And I don't know if it's going to be 5 ticks or 10 ticks, but this is where the area you're no longer able to take a short. Once this market get into between those two yellow lines, this market is going to reverse, and try that on your chart on a sim account. Take one long trade, leave it, put it behind, put it somewhere on your screen, on the corner, take one long right there, and let's wait on it, and we'll see how far this trade can take you to the long side. So the market spiked one more time. So now we are going back to recalculate. Now the re-entry point has changed to the 98. Now we need to keep our eye on it. It does not mean you're going to keep banging on the same number every time. Now it is 98, and it is very good to keep our eye on the 98 level to see if this one here able to break. If this one able to break, that's mean we are coming into new positions. If this one is not able to break on the Nasdaq, most of you trade the Nasdaq, uh, 90, 98, 98. If the 98 did not penetrate, that's mean your ES Nasdaq Dow Jones now is, look at this. Look, it came in exactly again to this number, and that's mean there is nothing right now. Look what happened. It just came in exactly to the 98 level, and the market kicked back. So as long as we are above those area, as you see on the YM, is 6707 is the true average price. It's all plotted on the chart. You don't have to create anything. And there we go. And we know exactly you are always a few steps ahead. If this market break those area here, hands off. There is nothing we can do. So nothing we can do until we get this a new signal, and or in some cases where, like on the Nasdaq, you gotta look at the support resistance levels and the projections and all that. But at the moment, this is really amazing. This is the advantage, guys, you're gonna have when you are using the zone. Look at this. This is an early prediction on the Nasdaq. This is the zone trade, the fib automated trade, and is already into the position to take in a short. That it is really an early indication for you. If you are on a trade, you can. If this chart took a trade, then you better close your position on the, because now if we notice here, this is the, it has not been released. It could be released by tomorrow. The ones are eligible already activated your license, but I need to fix something in there before I send it out. So there we go. Now, if we keep our eye on this zone projection, automated trade, and the signal, and we, and now the whole key holding in here is the 98 level. If we break this 98 level, we are on a very nice ride on that one here. And if you have two sub accounts, uh, you got it made, buddy, because you will have one on the signal and you will have one on the. It is an extremely technical automated trade. It's not one of those baby automated trade based on MACDs and ATRs. It is a real. Uh, I don't know how to put it nicely, but it is really a technical automated trade on this one here. So this is the advantage also, um, to understand, because that guy here is taken between those two lines, and so this is really interesting to watch on the Nasdaq what is gonna happen. We have a new signal on the USD. Um, I don't know if this somebody interested in the forex. So Man, this is an early prediction. I'm amazing. Look where the Nasdaq came into 98. You see, you can see how hard it is to break those levels. And folks, we are about to come into new signals. The market is turning around. Maybe we can go for another round. At the moment, you can see the YM where is the re-entry. But now don't take it anymore. It's done. But as always, you can see where is the re-entry. Right now, the re-entry is 6707. As we see on the Nasdaq, the Nasdaq has been trying to break those area now for what 15 20 minutes and not able to go below that number. So those how how accurate they are, and the ES has broke that number, but it's not going anywhere on those here. So we'll see. Now the YM is pulling back. Watch the 6707 here. Oh, okay. You still on the CL? You know, guys, everything we say is registered. And we told you once we get Gary, you see, once we got between those two yellow lines, Gary, we told you there is no more trade to the short side. And this is exactly what happened. Now, if we notice, Gary, now it has become, you know, they are about to touch with each other and it is over. You see? You see how those bars farther away there were strong trend, and now they are coming, and it's a matter of minutes before they can touch each other. Once they touch each other, the but we have an early indication. Once this market gets in between those two yellow lines, we simplify that to the trader. We don't need to know how, where, and that's it. Once this market get in between those two yellow lines, don't take any more short trade, and it's over. Why? How? We're not gonna live for the rest of our life worrying about every bumper. Just once it gets into between those two lines, get it over with, and there is no more short trade, and move on to something else. That's it. So right now, we still have this problem with the 98 level, and actually, I'm looking forward to see the fib lines taking a trade on the CL. I'm watching when they're gonna start taking a trade on the CL. I'm waiting to see. So hopefully very soon. That's very good, Vito. Very good, sir. Vito is using a micro account on one, and he's using a micro account on this one here, and he's looking at the 10 minutes. Look at this. This is very brilliant, smart. He's using the micro account, and he is using the 10 minutes to spot the direction. Very brilliant. That's okay. Whatever it makes you. Oh, okay. We have some traders took me on the CL, and they went long on the CL. And as you see, Gary, you start paying off immediately. Now, Gary, what we need to see is eventually is coming to that direction. Look at your chart, sir, and keep your eye on the moving average. Now is this 59, 57, 53. The market is not going to come and break it immediately here. It's going to be dancing around the 57, 53. This is where the area you got to make a decision. I cannot keep my eye on everything. It's very hard as is. Live on YouTube and covering 5 different markets. It is an extremely hard. We once it gets, I mean, you've been around for 30 years, you know exactly what's going on in the market as much as I do. So once it gets to the 57, 53, if we are breaking that area, that will be a very good potential. But also we need to look at the clock. It's 11 o'clock. Probably we will be hitting somewhere around 58 level today on the CL if this market. But you can see how this market came in. We told you once the market goes in between the yellow here, there is no more short trade. And when it is above that area here, there is no more long trade. And this is a very easy, that's why we have created those buttons for you on our fully automated, where once the market get those yellow, you can direct it to short position, long position only. And this is the only thing. I couldn't even get guys to push the buttons on the short position only, or this is a CL trade. It's 940 on that CL trade. So I couldn't get the guys. But for you, you know what's going on. When it gets in between those 2 yellow lines, Gary. And if you wanted to automate or fully automate, you can direct that auto trade once it hit this yellow and you are using the swing trading automated trade, you can direct it to long trade only. And it's not going to go ahead and activate it right away. It's going to take a little time to do the calculation. And then you direct the auto trade to take a long trade only in those trades here. You just, what you need to do, you just push the button here, says long only. You see that? And then it will be start taking long only trade. And that's it. And it's very easy. I couldn't even get people to do that, Gary. You know. So as we see, Gary, it is now we are gonna go up and start flirting with that. I need to keep my eye on those trades. Okay, guys, look at this. The Nasdaq is going back to retest the 98. The YM is going back to retest the 67. So keep your eye on that, because that is gonna tell us where this market going. The ES has already given. The ES has already lost his position on the 71.50. Now we need to the 67.07 and the 98 on the Nasdaq. Let's see if this one hold or not. If this market holding on those numbers, that's mean we are another few minutes round with a flat market. If those numbers has broken, now we need to start recalculating to see where we are on that trades. So this is where right now your eye has to be on 98. If this 98 Nasdaq we are not able to break, we are looking for another shoot up in the air. If the market is going below that, then we need to start open our eye and start recalculating. It's a very simple, straightforward trading. The YM on the fib line is already made a decision. Let me see. Let's see. Keep your eye on that one here. 707 and 98. It's a really screw up market, Gary. Look at this on the YM. Those are a high time frame and target. They are into the plus, and the market going down. It is a really screw up market today, really. But it is summer, guys. It is summer, so keep your eye on the 98, please, and the 6707 on the YM. Now, for that trade on the fib, the automated trade, look, where is the YM? Look where the YM came in. I mean, how many times this market hit those numbers and freak out to the opposite direction? You know, so how many times we have hit it and the market did go back from those? You cannot be lucky once, twice, three times. Okay, now we're coming to those critical area, the 98 and 6707. Okay. If the 6707 get broken this time, okay, so this one here is a winner. It's finished. And the NASDAQ, there we go. Doesn't want to leave the 7798. Look at this. It's grabbing to the 98 level, doesn't want to leave it, but it's going down. Let me look at the ES, the YM. Look at this. It came into the 6707. Also, don't want to leave that number. Yeah, but they're going down, folks. It's finished. What you said, Virgilio? Hey, Virgilio, how are you? Look, the market starts shooting. Look at this, guys. Look, the YM came in exactly to the 6707 and shoot up in the air. Welcome to trading. let's look at your CL, see what's going on. Nothing, still in the same position, nothing. Okay, guys, we're waiting on a new signal, and you know now the story on the ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones. We playing it right. We staying out of trouble. This is the most important. Not to dive in anything we don't want to do. You know, we are in control when we need to take a trade and how we need to take a trade. So right now, we need to see some movement here, and then once this YM break the 6707, we're gonna recalculate what's going on in this market. At the moment, is nothing you can do. And we did couple pull back re-entry to the long trade, and this is it. You cannot keep doing this all day long. Eventually, this market is going to drop, and it is dropping, and there we go. We're about to We have also an early prediction by the Fibs automated trade, and you can see those two start really giving in on those trades. So, guys, I'm gonna please. I need to take a break for a couple of minutes. Keep your eye for the new ones here. Keep your eye on the first column here on the left upper corner. You will have a new signal in there. As you see, where it says here 68.50, target 74, then you will see where is the buy entry, where is the sell entry. So keep your eye on the first column. Will blink for you on a new signal. And I need to disappear for a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Thank you. We're about to go on a short. Be careful. Uh, Wait. We're about to have a new signal. Wait on it, please. There we go. The zone is something else. And for our clients, I prefer, if we look at the NASDAQ, I like the 3 minutes short. And the reason is we got a little bit better leverage in here. And so I prefer the 3 minutes on the zone, or you can do 1 minute. It's up to you. You can try both and see which one you like the most. But the 3 minutes does not take a lot of trades, especially now around the summer, where most of the time the market is flat. You don't want to get into it. You don't know what you're doing or something. So the 3 minute is for your safety is much better. But you can go immediately with 3 minutes on a micro account, or you can go on 1 minute micro account and see which one you like and you do. So right now we are getting a new signal, gentlemen, and we will be getting that. We're about to have a new signal on the ES and YM. We're gonna have a new signal on the uh, YM, and we are going to have a new signal on the ES. Nasdaq is still a little bit. We need to go a bit more down before we can go short on it. A new signal on the DAX sell position, and it is 510.5. Maybe we can get you this a new signal before 12 today. The Forex are doing extremely well. The Forex today, we are 119 pips into the profit on the Forex. And one of the advantage, guys, also, you can go on a micro Forex if you are interested in the Forex. Actually, today the Forex did much better than the futures. There is so many doors open for you. On the scalpers, we got beat up on the YM, but did very well. ES, Nasdaq, Russell, and YM did not do well. The YM, then the 30-year Treasury bond, but uh, the most movement came in on the scalper from ES and Nasdaq. Amazing. Oh, and the CL. That's not bad for a CL today. This is not bad for a CL. And the Forex did extremely well. We're about to have a new signal on the ES. Wait. It's a bit slow. Let's just go into the right direction. We're about to have a new on the CL. Just wait. On the ES and NASDAQ, YM. Wait, guys. This is a hard area to trade. Leave it alone. We're going to get a new signal. Just wait. There we go. The problem with the ES, why we're not getting a signal, because we're having a problem with the 67 level and the 66 level. We need to put a sell order below the 66.75. So just wait, please. A new signal, ES, put it as I said, 66.50, limited order, 66.50. 66.50 limited order. Limited order 66.50. And then we are going on the YM, a new signal. It's coming your direction. Can you see when we get the keys how the market? I want to know any of our traders are in, and get ready for the YM and the Nasdaq. It's coming a new signal, YM and Nasdaq. And there we go. You are in the money on the ES, and we are about to have a new signal on the YM and Nasdaq. There we go, folks. It's coming. It's coming to your direction. I want to know how many traders are on the ES. Respond, please. And we are about, I know those guys are sitting with the mouse for the NASDAQ and OIM. They don't have time for me. Apologize. But it's coming to your direction. Sell position on, there we go. YM, NASDAQ, sell position on the NASDAQ. You can see the signal here. 87.75, 73.75 target. Sell position 85. Let me give you numbers, guys. Just give me 1 second. There we go. We crossed it, and then the YM, we crossed it. There we go. There we go. Bingo, bingo, bingo. We're done. Lovely. Welcome to trading. Welcome to trading. Gary, if it's any interest of yours, I don't know, but this a new auto trade. when everybody when everybody thinking is short, that auto trade going long, and the auto trade after it hit the target, and now the auto trade on the CL is going long on that entry here. I don't know how well it is, but we'll see how far it's gonna go with that CL. Did anybody live of our traders, or are they probably they have their hands on the mouth? Talk to me, guys. Uh, Anybody jumping out of a window or something? Anybody in the trade? Okay. My my traders just jump out of a window. Nobody's trading. Okay, now they are. Okay. Okay, now they have time for me. All right. Thank you, folks. You're on the ES, you're Italian guy? Okay. You're doing well. You're going direct to the target. And the story on the YM, folks, it is because of the support line on the YM is right there, and it is confirmed by your floor and fibs. So there is a little pullback, and we are going into the right direction. Gary said he just stole Vito's bottle. Okay, barrel of wine. Okay, that's good. All right, guys. Much more down to go. Much more. If you cannot make it here, you're not going to make it anywhere. Trust me. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, guys, we made a good target hit, Vito. You're in, you're out. Target hit. If you want to stay, keep your hands closed on that trade. And for the NASDAQ, we are fine on the NASDAQ. We still have a good potential on the NASDAQ all the way to the 74 level. And on the YM, gentlemen, we are a few notch to the target, and you're done for today. This is the new auto trade, has not been released, and should be released tomorrow, hopefully. We are done with that trade on this one here. Okay, out of the way. And the YM, we still have the YM. And we are experiencing pullback. That's fine. And a close position on the YM. We're done with the YM. And now we have only left ES and NASDAQ. So on the right now on the market analyzer, this is based on one contract, folks. And now we are 359 takes into the profit. And welcome to trading. That's all what I can say. Okay. Does anyone have questions before we start wrapping up for today? And does anyone have a question about trading? It's not about what we're eating today. It's about trading, please. About here. And not about selling with an automated trade, or about here, the trading. Is anybody still in the market? Vito, are you still in the market? Sarium, are you still in the market? Raymond, Ernest, Ben jumped out of the window. Mr. Ron, okay. Now I'd like to get an idea, each one of you. Good. Uh, okay, Toby. All right, Tobias. I would like you, all of you, please just give me number, your daily profit for today, please. We made money on the way up and we made money on the way down. I just want to know the ability for every trader, how much it got. Uh, I'm not going to share it with your tax office. I just need to know my information, where you are in the trading today, please. So it will be nice if somebody shares some of this information with me. And if you traded a micro account, it's okay. Say micro account made $5. It's fine. Very good, Ernest. $800 on the crude. Very nice. Tobias, 1690. Thank you, sir. You can see immediately the between and the, but I mean, Ernest is a new guy on a Ninja Trader. We are looking after this guy, and he isn't impressive. He moved to Ninja Trader because of us, and the guy is a baby with a Ninja Trader. He's been using Ninja Trader what for a week, 3 weeks max, and that's good. The guy is very clever, Ernest. That's okay, Gary. That's okay. That's fine. $200 a day is $50,000 a year. This is the way how you need to look at it. Okay, I just finished talking to just update you guys because the programmer is going to send us a newer version for that automated trade tomorrow. And once I look at it, it's just some minor things with the ATM. And once I approve it, your licenses are activated, and then we will be uh, uh, putting it out for you guys. Send it out. So it will not be sent out today because I need to make the template. And if I send it out for you today, then I'm gonna wind up have to make a template, and it's gonna be a lot of work for me. And okay, this is one of our traders live trading 18,879 and 19 cents. Wow. and this is life, 18,879. Yep, it takes money to make money. Gary saying cancel your vacation. Nope. For the ones don't know that we take a couple of weeks in the summer, a little break after working 16 hours every day. So we feel like we earn 2 weeks a year. So this year it will be breaking in two pieces. It will be 1 week of then work 1 week and then take another week off. So because we have a lot of new traders, we need to keep our eye on. I cannot take this summer 2 weeks off. So what we will do, we'll take 1 week, come back for 1 week, and then take another week. And I don't have the proper days yet, but we will let you know. Okay, thank you, Ben, for that information. All right, sure, no problem. So now we are done with the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, everything. No, we still have one trade on the ES. That's very good, very cool. Tobias. Yeah, I mean, for a guy yeah, I mean, what can I say? You will have a guy like him making $18,879 in one day, and you have another guy on the same day sending a message, I'm not making money. And how you gonna separate those two together? I have no idea, Tobias. So that's it. Okay. Doesn't matter to me, Tobias. We have some people made only $200-300 today. We have people made 800. The average trader, this one is a little bit above an average trader, but an average trader today walked away with 1,000, from 800 to 1,000. Most of them. A few they took a micro account. I don't blame them because it is summer. It's 200. It's very fine. You know, it's not about the amount of money as important as getting the hang of it. Today you make 200. I mean, this guy made 18,000 does not mean he was born making 18,000. Life and the trading have taught him a lot. So any guy can start with 200 and can end up one day in 20,000 like him. Do you think he just decided to buy Ninja Trader platform and today he's making 18,000? No. This guy, he got, excuse my language, probably like me, got my butt beat up many times before we learn our lesson, and this is the way it is. So, you don't just buy a platform and go in and start, making $20,000 a day. This is not going to happen. But that's why we said at the beginning, try to develop your own trading, trying to understand what's going in the market. And I envy him because he have this luxury to be alone. He have this luxury to block out his telephones, his Skype, and concentrate on the bars movement. I envy every trader have this luxury. Really. When I'm sitting here 2 hours just to do the YouTube, I get beat up. because I'm talking to 20 people covering 5 different market, and here and there and there and there, and I'm everywhere. But when a guy have this luxury to be alone, you know, and somebody guide him is very fine, and make his own trade. I really miss that luxury. You don't understand how luxury it is when you can be alone in a room trading, by yourself, not even a partner. You know. Right now is 11:55, and we want to say, please give us a thumb up for today to keep us alive on the YouTube, and we will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. For the support, for the ones that want us to give support, you gotta give us a few minutes to breathe, take a break, and have a nice coffee, and then we will get in touch with whoever wanted support within 15-20 minutes. But it's not gonna be immediately after we log off from a YouTube. We also need to breathe a little bit. We want to say thank you very much. God bless you all, and it has been pleasure serving every one of you. Bye for now, and see you tomorrow the same time at 10 o'clock and 10 o'clock Eastern time. Bye for now.